which protect us from cold weather. So in human being, it's the skin, which is the outermost covering. Now, movement of the animals. Now, animal movement is very much required in animals so that they can move from one place to another in search of food, or they can even move from one place to another so that they can be protected from the predators. So as you can see in the diagram out here, the snake is crawling, frog is jumping, and the rabbit is running. So various animals have various way of movement. Now we are going to see some of the animals. First of all, it's insects. So most of all, in insects we usually find them crawling. Like the spider, it usually crawls, and other insects they crawl and hop. Like grasshoppers and all, they jump. So that's hopping. And other one, like many other insects, they even walk. So insects, like grasshopper, like I said, they hop. They have a very strong leg at the back. So the strong legs provide helps them to jump. Beetles and animals like ant, they are able to crawl. And some of the animals like butterfly, bees, and mosquitoes and all, they are able to fly easily. Why? Because they have some space in the body which can be filled with air, and they have a pair of wings also. So with the help of that, they are able to fly. Now in fish, you find that they have pairs of fin. So they are, a pair of fin is at the front, which helps them to swim, and a tail is at the back, which provides them balance while swimming. Then you have amphibians. Now amphibians have the ability to live on both land and water. Like the best example would be frog. So they can even survive in land as well as in water. Now what happens whenever you are seeing the legs and hands of a frog, you find it has some wave-like structure in the hand. Wave-like structure. So it's something like, so it's okay. So they have a wave-like structure. So I'd like to show it's something like this. So if suppose this is the hand of a frog. So wave-like structure means something like this. So what it does, it will help them to swim in water. So whenever they are swimming in water, because of this wave-like structure in their toes and in their hands, they are able to push water, and it can be used in water for paddling and all. Then we have reptiles. Reptiles, it includes lizards, crocodiles, and all the four-legged animals. So they move with their four legs, and some of the animals like snakes and all, they can crawl. Like you have seen how snakes can move, they do not have legs, so they usually crawl in the land. So another thing for snake is that they can even move in water. Then you have birds. So in birds, we usually find it, their bodies are very light. So whenever we are seeing, it will be surprising to know that whenever we see the size of the bird, you find that the weight of the bird is very much less than their size, and you find that their wings are very much strong. So that's why they are able to fly with their wings. They have a very powerful muscle in their wings. And some of the animals like duck and all, is the same thing. They have wave in their foot, with the help of which they are able to swim. And in mammals, you find that they have very strong limbs, four limbs. So they have very strong muscles in their hands and legs, which help them to move, run, or hop. And human beings, you find that they require just two legs to walk. So their legs and feet support the body weight and helps to move. So our whole body weight is dependent upon our legs. And if we see the structure of our hands, So what do we have? We have 4 fingers and a thumb. So that is how the body of mammals, human beings look like. So with this we are finishing the chapter till here. In upcoming days we will be continuing the chapter, so I will be sending you your homeworks later on in the group. Thank you.